Okay, so before we broke off for you to do the shot, you were telling me about the superstar experience and how you can't really tell anyone what it's like, right?
Because I also don't know.
No, you know, it's your life.
You can't. You can't. It's not very explainable, to be honest.
Sure.
I mean, I can be modest and say it's a regular life. It's very normal, but obviously it's not normal.
Is it always enjoyable though? Or does it ever get exhausting?
No, there's no other place I'd rather be. I'm very clear about this. I mean, I don't think about it. I don't get depressed. I don't get nightmares that what if I wasn't a star anymore? Never have. Because, like we decided 21 years ago, I believe that this is going on. And, for 25 years, if it goes on, then what is there to check you or cross-check you? But no, I love being loved. I love being a big star. I love being in the public eye. I love being criticized. I love being controversized. I love being Shah Rukh Khan.
You know, a couple of years ago, I was listening to Javed Saab at the Jaipur Lit Fest, and he was talking about lyrics, and he said this. He said, "Maaf karna, lekin tehzeeb thodi kam ho gayi hai hamare ganon mein." And I felt like it's not just Ghana; it's everything. You know, in life, tehzeeb thodi kam ho gayi hai. I mean, you just look at sort of the public discourse, the kind of slanging matches on social media. You know, when two films release, it just gets ugly. I mean, why this lack of tehzeeb?
I'll tell you, we haven't lost respect for the other. We've just lost self-respect. It is very strange. You know, there were things I would not hear or say when you're talking about public slanging and the way people talk. How can a self-respecting person speak this?
Yeah.
It's not whether I respect you or not. That's okay. I don't
Right,
respect
that's
you.
secondary.
Secondary.
Yeah.
I don't respect myself. How do I get up in the morning after having spoken like this about someone in the night? I think we're just losing self-respect and dignity. I mean, you know, just because we say, you go girl, say what? Yo, woohoo. I mean, we are making exclamations. We are expressing ourselves in exclamations now. And exclamations are actually shocking alphabets or whatever they're called. You know, it's like, we put exclamations then. We've become a whole society. And I'm not cribbing. It's beautiful. But we just become a whole set of people who speak to each other in exclamations. And exclamations somehow are always rude, I think. You know, huh? What? Tom? Woohoo! Say what? Come on, man! Yo! Whoa! This no longer bravo, bravo. I mean, like, you know, it's and I just feel we need to respect ourselves a little more.
But you think it's because bad behavior gets attention? And people now, everybody wants to be in
I think people mistake honesty, bad behavior for honesty. I'm saying it like it is. No, it's not like this. Give it a thought, man. Maybe it's not like this. I read somewhere one of the gentlemen, one of our colleagues working with us somewhere, started writing some really strange things about my colleagues, Batsab and Karan. Used to work with us. You love him, singer. He writes some strange stuff and मैं सच बोलता हूँ. No. You know, saying it like it is not being rude. You're mistaken. And it's sad because then I find people retaliating. You know,
it just goes on.
And some regular guys, the normal person also starts. And I tell them, come on, now let it be. It actually is honest to God. Whenever I've done it, I apologize. Whenever I've had an outburst, I'm really apologetic. I'm really apologetic to myself and to the world for setting a bad example. And this is no justification. And this is no excuse. But all of that builds up sometimes as a public figure. And it comes out in that one little incident. And then, you are retarded and you're supposed to be mad and you're supposed to be pompous and you think you're a big star. There's no excuse. No excuse. I should not even do it then. You know, you need to, I guess, take some Rosa, some calming medicine. Do something. I think I should be on Restil all the time.
Meditate.
I should, yeah.
Practice mindfulness, you know.
I should really. I think very often that I should learn cooking, gardening. So I'm trying to learn Italian food. Tonight was for pasta. Let me see if I can attempt it. Honestly.
Really?
I swear, I want to learn Italian food. I want to cook Italian.
Why? Just sort of as a...
Yeah, let me clarify on your program, it's not because of my political affiliation. I want to cook Italian. I think it's very sexy.
It is.
I think, you know, just
listen, any man who cooks is sexy.
And I've got all the other sexy qualities.
Correct.
You know that. So I have a tattoo now. So I want to wear an apron and put some wine and drink from it and cook food. I know. I know it's very sexy, but I want to do it for my kids. I want to do the pizza like this. There's a lady here, Letty. She's teaching me. So I learned it also for about 5 days, but I've forgotten now. When my shoulder was broken, so I took the time off and did. But I really want to do that and learn 10 songs on a guitar to sing to every woman in the world, whoever she is, whatever age she is, whatever stage of life she is. I want to know 10 songs to sing and a guitar, open Jeep, Italian food cooking abilities,
That's it.
and looks I have. I just, I just need
So full seduction, right?
I'm a full package, man. Come on. I deserve to be a superstar. and I'm humble.
Exactly. What more can you want? We'd done an interview just before Ravan released, and you had talked about how it really made you happy when people talked about you being the first person to sort of play the bad guy in a heroic way in Dar and Bazigar. And you said then that it's been a long time since I heard that about myself, that I started something. And Ravan was a attempt to start something. Do you think, I mean, of course there was that film, but do you think otherwise, did you take enough risks?
Yeah, whenever the opportunities presented itself, I've never designed something to take a risk with. If you offer me a role, or if you offer me a production that has not been done, like say Raman, or say now Anand's Dwarf film, or say Fan. It was impossible to make when we took it to Hollywood also. So now let's do it. And the kind of stuff we've spent on it was hardly recoverable, even on paper. We're not uneducated, Adi especially. So it was difficult for me to make. But I would never do something just for the sake of highlighting the fact that, look, I took a chance. That's not...
You don't want to be applauded for that.
At my stage, no. At my stage, I don't want to surprise you. I don't want to shock you. I don't want to be shocked by myself. Why would you do this? I'm not in a hyper place anymore. I'm not in hyper mode anymore. Mentally, yes. Physically, yes. But it's not about proving something to anyone anymore. It doesn't take away the edge. It doesn't take away the competitive spirit. It doesn't take away the yearning to do something really new and fantastic, which I've never done before. And being able to prove it to my 3-year-old son when he turns 15, then why is your father so famous? Because he deserves to. Not because of a film called Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, which he did 20 years ago. And it still runs in the theatre. That won't work for him maybe 15 years later. Or maybe it will. The way it is going.
Listen, I just went back to see it. It still works, man. It is still, I bought into it completely.
My 16-year-old daughter said, Baba, kuch kuch the basics.
Yeah.
So my logic is, if I want to innovate and if I want to do something new, I'll have to do it for that 3-year-old, 4-year-old. And I'm really, really, really full of energy for that. When I started off, I told everyone, I want to do 5 great films. And when I say great, greatness is time-bound. Things change. Years later, what you thought is great now is not great 5 years later. But still, I want to do 5 great films. I think I've not done even one. And
really?
Yeah, I need to. I mean, they're dated now. They're finished. They're done. And once greatness is done, it's no longer great, actually. Greatness is when you haven't done it. And you're pining for it, yearning for it, wanting it. And at this stage and age, I'm really, really hungry for greatness. In a good way. I'm not being pompous that I want it all. I want a piece of X and Y and Z. No, I don't want it all. But I want to do stuff which I keep saying. I need to be at the end of my career, whenever that may be, honestly, to be deserving of got what I have. It's really, really, really sad if I'm feeling for a moment, do I deserve this? I should genuinely know myself I deserve it. And through things I don't want to have to. Though I talked about politeness and courtesy, I don't want to say thank you to anyone. I don't want to owe it to anyone. And I don't want to say sorry.
It's to yours, it's your own hard work.
It's my hard work. I worked for it. I went wrong and I tried it. I know it sounds too much but I'm being honest in saying it. And I don't want to say sorry to anyone. That I let them down. That I screwed up. These are 2 words I don't want to say at the end of my career. Sorry, and thank you. No, I don't want. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say sorry, and I don't want to say thank you. I want to be humble, and I want to be genuinely happy about what I've done. I want to be dissatisfied because that's another thing I don't want to. I don't want to be satisfied. That's really, really dissatisfying to be satisfied. I don't want to sit back. Sometimes in the last 6-7 years, I think my physicality has stopped me for a couple of years because of the injuries. But I've overcome them. You saw me slide
I did.
face down.
Yeah, pretty good.
If I show you my six-pack and underarms, oh my God.
And the fair underarms.
Yeah, six-pack. See, I plugged in my product also.
Oh my God.
I'm so cheap. I deserve to be smart.